Adam Copeland taking on Pac. Pac has the coolest entrance. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Gives
it's
you
really
the
cool.
death
Yeah.
stare. This time it was behind a chain link fence. Doesn't lose eye contact and just fucking makes it. He's bad motherfucker. And Copeland, hey, look at this. Right there.
Nice. I like that.
That's what you get for watching the live stream.
Get the light show.
And yeah, the light show here. And this again, kicking, punching, all the fun stuff, back and forth. And it ends with a spear, I believe, right? Does it?
I think he hit him with that, right? I think that's what he did.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he hit him with the spear, wins. And Pac, gutsy performance. And Copeland's winning. Yay. And then after the match, the Death Riders appear on the screen. And Claudio hits old Rock and Roll Express 1 right in the head.
Yeah.
FTR are trapped.
FTR 1 and 2 are raped, are chained up.
Yeah, FTR 1 is on the ground, taped up in a chair, which is even worse. And I loved when Moxley said, "Hey, Copeland, stay right there." Like now you.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're coming to see you.
Yeah. Now you're next.
Yeah.
And
don't
that
go
was
anywhere.
Cool. That's where it's like this group seems dangerous, where it's like, oh yeah, now it's you. And I'm like, no, yeah, it is. And they go out there, they surround them, and they beat the shit out of them. Bop, 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 bop. Bulldog choke by Moxley. And who does that bring out? Jay White. Jay White's like, oh, we ain't done. He goes out there, boom, boom, hit, kick. And then too many people. He falls victim as well. And they beat both of them up. And they leave. They don't make any got to pose over Copeland and Jay White. They're just like, yeah, now we're done. We'll go. What'd you think of that?
Same thing, I think, kind of you point out, like the violence of the Death Riders stuck out, right? I just, as much as it's Adam Copeland, so I'm like, I don't, I'm not moved by this, right? Like, it's fine. It's working well, and the story they're telling is okay, but it just all feels like that. Okay.
Yeah, I continually hear how we don't like the Death Riders thing. It's so dead and all this stuff. And to a certain extent, I agree. I think if Tony Khan is stubborn and says, we're going to get to the end of this story one way or the other, the thing that I feel that would make them more fun, more of a threat, do this shit throughout. Don't just do it for one segment against one wrestler and his friends. Have Marina beat up Willow backstage, then have Yuta beat up Garcia, then have Claudio beat up Jeff Jarrett. And that's one episode. And then Moxley and all the crew then beat up Copeland, right? But because he keeps saying AEW. He's not saying we're trying to make Copeland better, right? He's like, AEW needs to get better. So attack AEW. You know what I mean? I'm not saying be the NWO, but your mission statement has to be bigger than just what Moxley's doing. Right?
Well, there's that too. Yeah, because now it feels like with Claudio earlier saying nobody gets some Moxley without there. Like, is it the cult of the Moxley personality? Is that what we're doing?
Right. Yeah. And if we are cool, but then we need to change our whole mission statement of we are trying to do something.
We ride for Mox,
Yeah. Yeah. And I get it. They are the Death Riders. That was his finisher or is his finisher. So I get it to a certain extent. But I just think cause more havoc, right? Be against everybody. Because it didn't make sense at the start that everyone was like, oh, this is the biggest threat. It's like, well, then do that for the Hurt Syndicate.
Well, because the story you told us was everybody was like, Orange Cassidy, you got to try or else nothing's going to stop them. He did not stop them, but now that hasn't, nothing has happened to us because of that. I mean, it's a couple things to a couple people, but
yeah, Jack Perry's fine. Garcia's fine.
Yeah.
The little Rugrats are fine with the big coats. What were their names again?
Yeah, Rush and Andretti.
Yeah, Leo Rush and Action, they're fine. So like, let's cause some havoc. And one thing that I think does great is when a group attacks both baby faces and heels. That makes them more credible than anything. If you're just like, we don't care, we're messing
we have
up
no other
everyone,
friends. We ride.
that makes it.
Y'all don't.
Yeah, that makes it another level. I do like that.